Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about the Buffalo Bills' new Highmark Stadium. We've done talks about stadiums, um, and developments, and new things that are coming out for the stadiums. Um, Obviously, one of the main team stadiums that we're focused on a lot on this channel is mostly the Browns and the Bears because of the drama going on there. And I guess there's even more drama with the Bears stadium, apparently. We'll have to get more into that, but I'm going to wait for all the chips to fall down because every day it seems like there's new things about the Bear Stadium updates. If it would go out of the state or not out of the state. But I want to talk about the Buffalo Bill Stadium here because we really haven't done a big conversation about this new stadium. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, I live around the area over where the not exactly where the Bills play, but I live around that neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. So I kind of am a little familiar with the situation. I've been to this stadium 3 times. Well, I've been to the old stadium 3 times. I'm sorry, the Ralph, which is currently being demolitioned right now as we speak. But the new Highmark Stadium that they're putting up right now. Um, there are a lot of misconceptions about the Buffalo Bills Stadium that a lot of people don't know, and I really kind of it's really unfortunate that there are a lot of people on YouTube that cover stadiums that fail to mention these aspects of the situation with the Buffalo Bills Stadium. Now, if you go to another YouTube channel that talks about stadiums and has talked about the Buffalo Bills Stadium, you're probably going to hear the whole, oh, well, the Buffalo Bills built an outdoor stadium because it's the home field advantage. And don't get me wrong, yes, the home field advantage aspect played a part in it, but not the main part. It played a part because that's what a lot of fans wanted to see happen, is that they wanted it to be an outdoor stadium. But that's not the main reason. That is not the main reason. And the main reason why the Buffalo Bills created an outdoor stadium really doesn't have anything to do with it, with the home field advantage thing. The media ran with that because um, basically that's what people wanted. That's what the fans wanted. That was the whole thing, since the Bills right now are pretty much the only team right now in development and proposed to make an outdoor stadium. None of the teams that have made stadiums at the same time the Bills are making a new stadium, have proposed an outdoor stadium. And none of the teams right now that are currently in the process of making a new stadium or proposing to make a new stadium want to make an outdoor stadium, despite the fact that most of them, their home field advantages come from having an outdoor stadium. The Bills are really much the only team right now that has, in the past 10 years, decided that they wanted to have an outdoor stadium. Um, so, we're going to get into this. Okay. So, like I said, and I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can actually read this because this is an actual law in Orchard Park. This is actually from their code, and we're going to get to it right now. So, the biggest thing to why the Buffalo Bills in Orchard Park, which is a suburb of Buffalo, um, but that's been basically where they've been playing since the 1970s with the Ralph. But the biggest reason to why the Buffalo Bills made an outdoor stadium is because there is this law in Orchard Park that is called the zoning law. And the zoning law, basically, outside of the stadium, outside of the exception of the actual stadium, buildings can only be around 5 stories. So it's kind of a really, I'm sorry, 5 feet. So buildings can only be around 5 feet. Um, you know, in what's it called? In Orchard Park, in the town of Orchard Park. Okay, so the Bills, 5 stories. I'm sorry, 5 stories, not 5 feet. 5 stories. Um, um, so basically, Orchard Park zoning law, stature prohibits buildings over 5 stories. The town enforces strict height restrictions with minimum limited Janes, capping out at 35 feet. Okay. Um, and basically, the Highmark Stadium, the new one, is going to be around that 35 feet of the limit. Um, and that is kind of, you know, the exception. And this is also an issue with some of the hotels. So there is an issue right now with hotels that want to actually build um, new hotels actually next to the new Orchard Park facility, or at least around there, or the new Highmark Stadium, the new Bill Stadium. But they're actually having problems with the town because the town will not allow them to do this. They will not allow them to make new hotels around the same height as the Buffalo Bill Stadium because the Bill Stadium gets an exception. They can be a little bit bigger than the zoning limit, but they still have a cap of where they can um, build the stadium or how big the stadium can be. This is one of the main reasons to why they can't have a roof there. Uh, and again, this is straight from the law. Okay, the zoning law. Like again, I will link the description of the law. It's completely there, word for word. The restrictions and all that stuff. This is something that most people are not covering about the Buffalo Bill Stadium. Okay. Um, there's actually a hotel. Like I said, there's hotel issues, and there's been like hotel or owners that want to build stadium. They want to build hotels next to the Buffalo Bills new stadium, but they can't because of this zoning law. The Bills were granted an exception because obviously they would, but no other owner has been. Not these hotels, not these tourist thing, any of the stuff, any stuff that you can think of that you would want to put next to a stadium, like some of these other places want to put next to stadium. Orchard Park don't allow it. So this is one of the reasons to why. This is the main reason to why they can't have a roof. This is the main reason why they can't have a roof. And this is also a reason why the Bills, even if they were to put a roof over the Bills Stadium or an attractable roof, they would never be able to host the Super Bowl. And this is another reason to why the Bills had no interest whatsoever of building a roof or an attractable roof. It was a non-starter for them. The Pagulas, the town, everybody involved, or the government officials, everybody involved. There was no reason for them to even consider it because they know they would never get a Super Bowl. They don't have enough hotels. As we talked about, there is a hotel issue right now where they're trying to build a hotel next to the stadium, but they can't because of these zoning laws. Okay. So they already have an issue with this because there are safety concerns and other things like that. Fire trucks, and whatnot. They need that height for the equipment. So these are the things that Orchard Park is concerned about, and these are things that are contributing factors to why the real reason to why Orchard Park would never consider a roof or an attractable roof. Not that it matters anyways, because most of the residents that live in Buffalo have publicly stated that they don't want a roof. Okay? If you poll most of Buffalo Bills fans, pretty much everybody's in the consensus of we don't want a roof. You know, we don't want a roof. We want an outdoor stadium. We want the home field advantage. That's all they care about. See, the thing about the Buffalo Bills, because they're a small market team, like the team that I cheer for, the Green Bay Packers, as you guys know, I'm a diehard Packers fan, is the Bills are a small market team. Okay, they're a small market team, and the team itself is really kind of the basis of, you know, the town itself, in a way. Not that they don't host events at the Ralph, you know, for summer events and stuff like that, but they aren't thinking year-round events like a lot of these other NFL owners are doing. Okay, they're not thinking year-round tourist hosting, yada yada yada, because again, one, they can't because of the restrictions in Orchard Park, and number two, most of the fans are built on a small market where they're built on the revenue of the team itself, not necessarily the other engagements that you see from these other teams that are building stadiums, like what the Bears owner wants to do, like what the Browns owner wants to do, like what the Broncos owner wants to do, like what the Washington Redskins Commanders team wants to do. Okay, the people that are current, and even the Tennessee Titans, they're coming up with a new stadium too now. I should say the Tennessee Oilers at this point, because their colors and their new logo is ass. Yes, fuck those new colors. Those colors are stupid as fuck. The logo is stupid as fuck. They're basically like fucking Oilers, Tennessee Titans. They're trying to look like the Houston Oilers, even though they're the Tennessee Titans. Like, that's how I hate those new colors. I hate that color scheme because it's the Houston Oilers with being in Tennessee, and the new logo looks like a fucking stupid badge. And they got rid of the flames, which I think is just insane. How do you get rid of flames? Like the logo, the logo that the Tennessee Titans used to have with the flames on it, shit looks 100 times better than that stupid ass badge. That badge thing looks stupid as fuck. But yeah, this video is not about the Tennessee Titans. But anyways, I just wanted to roast that fucking logo. I just wanted an opportunity to roast that fucking logo, because that logo's ass as fuck. Anyways, my point being is all these teams that are constructing stadiums or introducing new stadiums very soon, they're all roofs or retractable roofs. Okay? And it's because those owners want to do something all year round events, which I don't agree with, because you should get the money revenue just from what you're doing alone and just try to do outdoor stadiums, especially like the Tennessee Titans. They're fucking like in the South. So, I mean, like, I don't even know why they need a fucking dome. They don't have any snow, right? So, like, it's just tedious at this point. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about Kansas City too, because they want to build a stadium in the Kansas side of Kansas City. But again, they're all domes. They're all domes or retractable roofs. That's what they are. But the Bills are not, because they have this zoning law, and the zoning law will prevent other people from being able to build stadium or build buildings, you know, next to the stadium that are around the same height. They can't be the same height because it's not allowed. It's simple as facts. And again, I have the link. This is the law. This is straight from the town of Orchard Park's code. So you can't say this isn't true. You can read it up yourself. This is the main reason to why the Bills never had a chance of having a roof or an attractable roof. And it doesn't matter anyways because, again, the fans preferred this outcome anyways. They preferred this outcome anyways. This is what they wanted. This is what the majority of the Bills fans wanted, and that's what they're getting. But I just wanted to address this mainly in a video because a lot of people don't seem to know that this was actually the main reason. Not the main reason that you hear from people is not the actual main reason. That is a fan fallacy, so to speak. That is a fan fallacy that was created because that's what people want. That's what they wanted to hear. They wanted to hear it being an outdoor stadium because of the home field advantage. That's what they wanted to hear. So that's why most people accepted that as the true answer. But in reality, it's not the real answer. It's not the real answer. It is just the answer that they gave to the media because it is just what the fans wanted. So it was a win-win. It was a win-win because they got to build a stadium that was outdoors for the fans, but at the same time, they didn't have to make more of an exception than they already desired for the town of Orchard Park. So, yeah, guys, that is the information. I hope you guys are informed about this. And again, link in the description for all the information you can see that I'm talking about right now about the zoning law and some of the, again, about the hotels. Hotels, like I said, will we see hotels near that stadium anytime soon? Maybe not, unless they're, of course, small enough where it's accepted. But you will never see, my point being is you will never see a building that is either the same height of that Bills new stadium or just a little bit smaller than it, like you would see like at the Raiders stadium with like the hotel that's right next to it or whatever. You'll never see that in Buffalo because Orchard Park will not allow it because of the zoning law. I hope you like this video. Make sure to comment, rate. If you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all these contents. Thank you. And again, please comment down below what you think of this. Do you agree with this? Do you disagree with this? Let me know what you guys think about this zoning law. Do you agree with the zoning law or do you not disagree with the zoning law? Let me know what you guys think. And that's it. I'm out. I'm the SS Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure to, besides subscribe to my YouTube channel, to follow the Twitch, the Instagram, and I do have a Discord link in the description where we discuss various topics, including this one here. And now I'm out. Peace.